pride and faith will collide. Every time your pride gets a hold of you, it stops you from experiencing what God wants to do in your life. Every time. Some of the prayers that you're praying are pointless without humility. Some of these things you're asking God to do will never happen until you're humbled. Your prayer needs to shift from God, would you give me? God, would you do it? God, would you help me? It needs to shift from all these requests you're making to God, make me humble. Because when you deal with humility first, everything else begins to align itself. But we're asking for God to do things because we don't want to humble ourselves. Abraham Lincoln, when talking to a group of leaders, they're preparing for a great battle, and the leaders said to Abraham Lincoln, hopefully, prayerfully, God will be on our side. And Lincoln snapped back very quickly, no, prayerfully, we will be on God's side. What often happens in prayer is we're hoping that God is on our side. That God will give me what I want, do what I want, move when I need him to move. But what has to shift in the life of the Christian is that you are on God's side. That your prayer life aligns with his will. That you're asking him to do things that are in accordance with what he already wants to do in your life. The challenge with prayer is that it is so self-centered that it is always, God, would you get on board with what I want to do? Instead of, God, would you put me on board with what you're already doing. We are those people that use religion to try and get our way when we need to be aligning our way with the will of God.